Good afternoon, rugby fans, and welcome to Houston, Texas. SaberCat Stadium is the home of today's D2 National Championship Final. Vassar College taking on Wisconsin Eau Claire. As Eau Claire looks to be back-to-back national champions on the D2 side. I'm Tim Wilkes, here up in the booth with Darian Lovelace. And Darian, we've got a great D2 final on deck.
Most definitely. Yesterday, I argued that Eau Claire might have the best ball movement at the tournament, but Vassar College, their defense, impeccable. They were able to keep their score within 10 points yesterday against the Coast Guard, a very big side, and then they were also able to rack up their own string of attacking plays. So both teams are going to be competing heavy for this national championship. I'm super excited.
We are just about ready to get going. We'll send it down. We were able to catch up. Next Level Rugby was able to catch up with some players before the match.
As a senior, to just see the group that's come in and really just gel together, it's pretty exciting. And yeah, we're just excited for the competition for this weekend.
Going in and playing our game, trying not to be too intimidated by where we are, what we're doing, but we know our game, we know what to do. And I think if we trust ourselves, that's really what we're trying to accomplish.
Obviously the coaches, thanks Tony, thanks Mark, love y'all so much. Shout out to my captains, Julie and Grace, and then shout out to the team, they're amazing.
Love how much of a family we are on and off the fields. We hang out with each other every day, whether there's practice or not, and that I love them all so much.
We're just always there for each other on and off the team. We work really well, we communicate, we never get mad at each other. If something doesn't go our way, we talk about it, work about it, and move on.
I feel like we just played as a team. No one or one person really stuck out. We all played together, and that's what we're bringing in this year.
I'm really excited. There are some nerves going into it, but we're just focusing on the first game and what's ahead of us, so really excited.
Ready for action here from SaberCat Stadium in beautiful Houston, Texas. We've got a great weather on hand, and we are just about ready to get this D2 National Championship Final underway. Wisconsin Eau Claire, your defending D2 National Champions. They're in the blue gold, looking for number 2. Referees on hand as well for today's match. Randall Johnson, Pete Chamberlain, and Peyton Olivas on the pitch for us today. Just about ready for the national anthems here from SaberCat Stadium.
For the playing of our national anthem.
Just about time to crown our second national champion of the day. Vassar College, they're in the red. Brand new squad to NCR this year. They are 3-time national champions out of the CRA, and they have been a dominant force throughout the season. 2 losses to Columbia out of the conference play, out in Tri-State Women's Conference. They had that loss. They've been able to avenge that and work their way into national championship contention here today. It was a huge 48-38 victory for Vassar College. Just yesterday, they were dominant in the win, but Coast Guard was able to come back and make it a tough match. Wisconsin Eau Claire, they had a dominant 39-17 win over the Fighting Illini. They are ready to go. Wisconsin Eau Claire, right there with Megan Ludy. Darian, what do you think we'll see here? Vassar College loves the pick and goes. Wisconsin Eau Claire's got the speed all over the pitch. How do you see this one unfolding? Ready to go. Vassar College lifts it up in the air, and we are underway in Houston, Texas for the D2 National Championship, National Collegiate Rugby. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm joined in the booth here by Darian Lovelace. I'm Tim Wilkes. Media live here from SaberCat Stadium. Special thanks to everybody able to help us put this together. The D2 National Championship. The Blue Gold from Wisconsin Eau Claire with possession to start off the match. Strong tackles from Vassar. Slow things down early. Good charging defense. It's Eau Claire able to retain possession. Eau Claire dominant last year. They are your defending D2 national champions. They're able to get it here to the near side. Strong work from the Blue Gold. Things starting to open up. They're over the midfield stripe and they continue to charge. Banky with a huge burst from her wing position. Maggie Banky, she was so influential in their season. It was a tough, slow start in the quarterfinals against Cincinnati, but Banky was able to score the game-winning try in the waning moments of the match. She will be a spark plug on the outside to keep an eye on. Good sustained possession from Eau Claire to start this match as they continue to charge over midfield. Bancroft had a try yesterday. She is a dominant force as well for this Blue Gold squad. It's ripped away. Here come the Brewers. Nice little charge, able to take it across midfield. Danny White, the junior English major, gets Vassar College moving. Swinging over here to the right-hand side. Asia Baker, team's leading try scorer. She had a hat trick yesterday. She's looking to get things moving for the Brewers. Out the inside again to Showalter. Nice inside crash. This is what they love to do. It's pick and goes and inside crashes with Eleanor Jacoby all day long. Find those pods of three there. Get in and out now to the back line. Skip pass all the way to the outside. Here comes Sabine Well. Sabine Wheel taked it about 10 meters out. Vassar College still on the front foot. Pick and drive. 6 meters out now. Almost they got their hands on it. Lauren Grimm did a good job for the Blue Gold. Going for the poach. It's Vassar College still in possession. 4 meters out now. Bailey gets it out of there. There's that inside crash again to Jacoby. 3 meters gain though. Off to the right. Here goes Wolf. 2 meters out. Vassar College. First year here in the NCR, looking to make their presence felt early. Showalter with the go. Now they'll spin it out. They've got numbers on the outside. They'll cut in with it, diving over, and the Brewers are in for the first try of the match. Zoe Lynch, her 5th try of the year, gives Vassar College the lead.
Already seeing a whole bunch of shift in momentum between the two sides. We talked earlier about how both teams are able to string together some points, and it's just like the resiliency that's demonstrated here by Vassar. They move it to the space, and then whenever the number 10 attacks, she lets the ball do the work, works it underneath, and then dives right at the ankles to get a well-deserved try for Vassar to go ahead and draw first blood against the reigning champion in Eau Claire.
Good. Vassar College, the 7 seed, upsetting everybody here in the national championships over Eau Claire 5-0, number 1 seed Eau Claire, this Vassar College squad. A couple of big losses to Columbia early on, but great work to start things off. What did you see from Vassar there that made them so potent to be able to score that try, Darian?
The patience is going to be extremely crucial as they continue on throughout this match, allowing the momentum to build so then you can make those tiny little spaces open. Eau Claire has a very good, technically sound defense, so trying to allow the play to build and then attack whenever you're ready is going to be extremely important for Vassar.
They're able to take this one a little bit deeper this time. Pick and go there for Sophia Bailey. Bailey also had a hat trick yesterday. The scrum half can dish it out where she needs to, but she is also always looking for the pick and goes, trying to come around those posts and find open gaps. Eau Claire with the counter ruck. Vassar College, this is what they do, securing those rucks. They're so well coached. Tony Brown has been with the club for 28 years, and he was the 2018 Coach of the Year for USA Rugby. Right now, he's got the Brewers rolling. Extra roll there, holding on. Penalty back to Eau Claire.
Fans out in full gear today for Vassar College in order to try and demonstrate their support, but Eau Claire already ready to take it right to the line.
Over the 10-meter line they go. Fish it out of there through Grimm. Here to the near side. Good speed on the edges for Eau Claire. So dangerous throughout. Haven't even gotten the call there. One of the best players on their squad, Paris Ridd, number 15 from that fullback position. She leads the team in tries, and last year she was the 2022 tournament MVP in D2. She had a hat trick again yesterday, as I said, so she is right on her way. If Eau Claire can get the victory, she may get her second MVP, so keep an eye on 15 out there. Right now, Eau Claire just looking for gaps. Vassar College playing good defense so far. Nice charging defense there. They're able to come back, hit them in the backfield, behind the gain line. And now a knock on there, so early on, it's Vassar College with a couple good defensive stands.
Vassar College really not showing that they were the number 1 seed going into this national championship. Eau Claire doing things that are a little bit uncharacteristic for them. They had a lot of changes in the back line. Izzy Fleury played outside center yesterday. She's now at wing, and then you've got Chloe Chamberlain who came in at the number 13. So we're only about 7 minutes gone in this first half. They're working out the kinks, but they're going to have to do it quickly if they're willing to try and rise up to the occasion in Vassar.
Able to scoop this one off the back through Showalter. She charges forward and leads the way here for the Brewers. You see Wisconsin Eau Claire always pushing, fighting hard on these counter rucks. Vassar throwing numbers at it, solving the problems thus far. They'll try here the near side of the pitch. There's that inside charge from Jacoby. Jacoby, the freshman, undecided out of Amherst, Massachusetts. Keep things moving here for Vassar. Over the 22-meter line they go. Julia Wolf with the charge. Now they're going to try and spin it here to the outside. Not something we saw too often from Vassar, and they're going to have to get dinged for it. Forward pass and a turnover back to Eau Claire.
Eau Claire really need to kind of get back to the basics. Yesterday they were impeccable against Cincinnati with the pin and pass, the way that they were able to really work the shoulders and try and find those tiny gaps. Vassar, though, doing a good job of holding strong on the defensive end. They're not allowing much meters to be gained. They don't want Eau Claire to get that momentum, but Eau Claire's really going to have to answer, seeing as how Vassar was able to score so early on in the first half.
Good push on the scrum, but Eau Claire are able to get it out of there. Swing it all the way to the outside, get around the defense. Ridd with the final pass, a little bit too high, not held on.
There's no one there, it's fine, the ball's there.
Backward, says our referee. Randall Johnson with us on the whistle today out of Florida Referee Society. And it's Vassar that are able to get it out of there. Bailey scoops it out to the left. Job staying just inside of that white line as they look to extend their lead. There's that inside ball to Jacoby. 5 meters out now for the Brewers.
Don't touch it now, Blue. Yep, fine where you are.
Eau Claire's through, but off their feet. Good job not messing with the ball. Lost forward. Big crunching tackle from Eau Claire. Emma Hamilton, the junior, making her presence felt with the defensive stand.
Hamilton really trying to spearhead this defense. Sometimes it just takes one solid tackle to get that little mistake. That's exactly what happened with Vassar just now. The number 4, Amy Adams, just not able to handle the pass or the pressure that Eau Claire has. But Eau Claire, they have a lot of meters to go. They're pinned all the way down in this end.
Stay behind the ball.
Special education major, the junior, pulls it out the back. There's the kick. Looking for touch, didn't get the most distance, and Vassar College is going to have a line out right at the 5-meter line.
The scrum was under a lot of pressure there. Vassar looked to be winning the angle, winning the leg drive there. And Eau Claire, they're going to have to put their boots into the ground, take the pressure, so then that way you don't put their fly half, Ludi, under a lot of pressure, especially down in this end.
Coach for the Blue Gold, Derek Wagner, imploring his squad here for the defensive stand. A little bit of a pump fake there. Easy call for our referee, Randall Johnson, and a turnover back to Eau Claire, just what they needed.
You guys are back 10. You're back 10.
Eau Claire feeling very blessed for that with the short arm penalty. They're really going to have to decide what they want to do. They can either take the scrum or attack out of that end, but they kick it for a line out. It's going to go right back into the hands of Vassar. And Eau Claire, they need possession if they want to score.
You can.
Big decision here, and looks like they're going to go with the quick tap and just run straight at this Vassar College defense. Good work there from Martell. Club vice president leads the charge. Inside their own 22. Last kick did not work out the best for them, so right now they're playing ball in hand. Grimm's able to scoop this one out of there. Keep things moving out to the left-hand side. That charging defense comes up and makes a big hit, a little bit high, and the referee is playing advantage to being wheel. Just a little bit over the shoulder there. Now Wisconsin Eau Claire, they'll try to play out of here. Advantage still being played. There's the knock on, and we'll come back here for the penalty.
1-3, high.
Vassar getting called out here early, but Eau Claire is really going to have to try and find ways to use a different type of attacking pattern. They're kind of doing the same thing over and over again, and Vassar's catching on rather quickly, so they're going to have to try and find a way to spice it up.
Remember, they've got a back three, does Eau Claire, that has tremendous speed all around. But so far, Vassar College has done a great job fringing out to the outsides and really absorbing all of this contact here. Nice tackle, they finally make it, but Eau Claire is able to get over their 22-meter line. Continue to charge up front. Again, this Eau Claire squad was so dominant last year in their 3 NCR championship matches. They won an average score 51-0. Didn't give up a single point, but it's been a lot tougher this year. Right now it's the Blue Gold with Karis Ridd, tournament MVP from last year, leading the way, getting them out of their own end. And now they'll charge forward over the midfield stripe. Just how quickly the Blue Gold can strike forward. Nice tackle behind the gain line. Sophia Bailey, the sophomore. Little scrum half plays so hard out there. Slows down the Blue Gold. Now they'll reload again. Through Ludi. Over to the outside, but another big tackle from Vassar. Slows things down. This is what they want. Give them time to fringe out to the outsides, not leaving any gaps, but there's a split there from Bancroft. She swims through 2. Over the midfield stripe, 1 to beat, sheds the tackle, and Bancroft will take it all the way in. The senior dots it down for the Blue Gold and gets them back within 2.
The skipper leading from the front there. She beat all of Vassar, and that's exactly what they needed in order to try and get their hopes back up in this D2 championship. Vassar scored early, so Eau Claire needed an answer, and that's exactly what they found in Bancroft. She hasn't been able to really catch a whole lot of the passes that have been given to her with that immense pressure coming up from Vassar, but this time she makes the smart adaptation. She cuts back inside. We'll take a look here. Prior to this, she cuts back inside and then she weaves around. And then back there waiting is Robinson, the number 15. She just made that massive hit on Rid, but it's the footwork that Bancroft uses. And then that speed from the back row player is going to propel her forward after all of the hard work is done. That cut makes it so that it just slices through any chance of making that hit. Bancroft, this is exactly what your side needed.
Conversion was good. We are knotted up at 7 apiece now. Again, that was a huge take all the way through. You mentioned Jude Robinson, the fullback for Vassar. She made at least a handful of try-saving tackles yesterday against the Coast Guard. She already made one against Rid, 1 for 2 there as Bancroft. Too much, 5'9", long jump champion in high school, using those long legs to come through with a big-time try for the Blue Gold. 15 minutes gone by in this match. 7 apiece here in the D2 National Championship. Blue Gold moving forward through Dexheimer. Nice cut back inside. Dexheimer with a try yesterday. Again, 2 hat tricks on the day for Vassar College. Eau Claire had one with Karis Rid. And a penalty going to be given, not rolling away. Vassar College stuck on the wrong side of the ruck, and Eau Claire earned the penalty.
Vassar just getting kind of pinned underneath all of the mayhem that was happening up top. In those situations, whenever you're trying to counter ruck and somebody's on the ground, it's just important to make the smart decision to back off, especially seeing as how sometimes penalties can really determine the difference in a game.
Senior Emily Martell continues to lead the charge on those pick and goes. Trying to get around the side of the defense, getting it into the hands of Rid. Harris is able to take it over the 10-meter line. High tackle is called. Penalty advantage on for the Blue Gold. See if they've got something up their sleeve here. Just continue to pound forward. Kirsten Larson gives it a go. Now they'll look to spin it all the way out here to the near side, getting around the defense through the wing white. And now there's space here to the left. Good job ducking under a couple tackles, shoving people off. Izzy Curry came in towards the end of the match yesterday. Terrific performance. Continuing to move on here. Walrath takes it home. Good stuff from Eau Claire here, Darian, as they continue to push forward.
They're doing all of the little things right. They're getting the separation that they need when they're in contact. They're moving the ball whenever the space isn't there. They're having this multi-layer attack, and it's leading to space opening up like this.
Chamberlain, club president, leads the way over the 22-meter line now for the Blue Gold. Looking for back-to-back tries to take the lead. Larson continues moving things forward through the hands of Grimm. They're going to try to swing it all the way here to the near side again. Nice little swim from Curry. Curry turns on the Jets, runs over one, and leads the Blue Gold now 11 meters out. Good charge from Dexheimer. She had a try yesterday as well. Good tackle coming in. Julie Geller, the hooker for Vassar College. Trying a pod there on the right-hand side. Schmelzer couldn't find a gap either. Looking for space all the way around. Charging defense comes up. Rid's got it. Too much speed. Karis Rid. Final tackle couldn't be made. Robinson was there but couldn't make the tackle. And Karis Rid had 3 tries yesterday. Gets her first of the match today.
And you can see what it means to the fans. That try was very much needed. Every single point is going to count for both sides, but Eau Claire, they seem to finally be getting into a groove after the first 5 minutes. They're mishandling, balls hitting the deck, the penalties really weren't showing us what they demonstrated yesterday, but now we finally see it start to string together. The fly half, she always is moving the ball, but Bancroft finally gets her hands on it. She gets it to Rid. And Rid, this is exactly what she wants. She wants some green space. She wants the ability to kind of weave around, do her skill set. She steps off of that hard right foot and cuts back on the inside of Robinson. Robinson does get her down, but she tackles her right into the try zone. And Eau Claire are finally starting to build off of their
Absolutely.
small little moments.
Karis Rid there, AKA the Care Bear, getting it done again. She was the tournament MVP last year, and she is already starting off this national championship to make her case for number 2. Kick was off the mark, no good, but it's Wisconsin-Eau Claire up 12-7.
And right here, Vassar, as they start to develop a multi-layer attack that we're finding in Eau Claire, they're really going to have to start folding quicker. Right there, we see that there are 2 attackers in Eau Claire on the outside, with the last defender just not able to keep up with that pace. They're going to have to adapt, just like Eau Claire kind of did in the first 20 minutes, if they want to go ahead and maintain the pressure that they were able to do at the beginning.
And we talked about that speed on the outside for Eau Claire. It's an incredible matchup here against Vassar College. Just try to keep that possession, but it's another breakthrough for the Blue Gold. Robinson with the big tackle, gets run over, but now she's able to slow things up just enough for Vassar College to come back in. Around the corner again they go. The hooker, Walrath, comes around the corner on the outside. Rim right back into it. Blue Gold inside the 22 again, just like that. A big run sets them up, possibly here for try number 3. Then again, out to Ludi. Ludi with a short pass to Schnurr. Schnurr throws 3 defenders down with that big stiff arm. Keeps things moving here for Eau Claire. Off to the right-hand side. This is where they can be dangerous. Cutting back in is Karis. Lost his shoe.
You're fine. You should stay where you are. Stay where you are.
Strong work now from the Blue Gold. Karis Rid's going to need to get that boot back on. She scored the last try. They're pounding it forward now with Larson. Keeping it inside. This will be Dexheimer.
You got it.
The social chair looking to get the party started, but it's ripped out of there. Good work from Asia Baker. Baker, number 7, one of the best players on this Vassar College squad. They'll take it slow here. Big pop, though, coming in from Schnurr. Halfway through this D2 National Championship, and we've got a turnover ball. Blue Gold back with it, and they look to strike quick. Through the hands, here goes Chamberlain, gets it off. Here's Curry all the way in for the try. The Blue Gold, 3 unanswered tries to go up 17-7.
That was a massive defensive effort just demonstrated by Eau Claire. Not only can they attack, they're arguably one of the best whenever it comes to the pin and pass, but right there, the reason why they were able to get that try is because they have such quick ball movement. When they get the ball into a pressure situation, they try and move it away. Chamberlain, she lets the ball do the work. She shows and goes back on the inside, gets it around, and then Curry is just waiting there to crack the whip. She's got the speed, she's got the ability to finish, and you can see that put down with the ball. It means everything for them to get any amount of points. And Vassar trying to come across as Robinson, but they're just not able to keep up with the pace. And to be honest, Vassar just needs to kind of regroup. Seems like they're not really changing their level of attack against Eau Claire, and Eau Claire's really adapting quickly off of the fly.
Yeah, you called it. Vassar's really trying to come up and play a little bit of that blitz defense, but Eau Claire so good with their pinpoint passes, able to swing it all the way around. Let's take a second look at the replays coming to you live here from Next Level Rugby Productions, as we see a big march right through, but Robinson takes the blow, makes the tackle. Just a fierce competitor out there is Jude Robinson. Too much Eau Claire though, Darian.
Eau Claire, I mean, Robinson, even though she made that massive hit, she's working tirelessly to come around, but that kind of cleanup is just way too messy for her, and unfortunately, Vassar's just not able to gather it in. They still have time to burn, but it's gonna be a very hard match if they don't kind of regroup here quickly.
I saw those pinpoint passes there. Good use to get it all the way outside. Chamberlain and Hamilton both did well on that last try, but it's a turnover ball. Not rolling away is going to be the call, and it's a penalty. This is what Sophia Bailey loves to do on the quick tap. She's so good with it. Vassar is able to come up, collect possession back again. Big tackle there on Showalter. Again, the squad for Vassar College, so well coached. You see every single one of these takes, then they bring it in. They know exactly how to get that ball back, recycle possession so well. And right now, they're pushing forward. This is what they love to do. but we're going to bring this one back. No advantage gained. Off the high tackle, so we'll come back for a penalty.
Act it out. If you look that good right now, but you're definitely. Just make sure. Yeah, you. Thank you.
Quick tap coming in from Sophia Bailey. Tackle a little bit lower on her this time. Sets it up. Vassar College. This is what we saw yesterday. They scored 48 points, but they did not get outside the 15s very often. They love to play straight up the gut rugby, and they continue to push forward now. 6 meters out for the Brewers. But they held on to it. Great job. I believe that was Izzy Curry. Got her mitts on it, and the blue gold get a turnover.
And that's just unfortunate for Vassar as they really started to build some momentum. But this is just a textbook. I mean, Curry lets go. She gets her hands in there. She holds on, maintains her weight well. Tackler's trying to roll out of there, so that's why they're awarded. And even now they get yet another penalty found in Vassar for not rolling away.
Asia Baker, a little too aggressive, did not roll away in time. And there's that quick tap to Martell again. Drag defenders with her, but they're able to rip it out of there. Lauren Showalter, the junior, takes it away and marches down over the left-hand side. Hands it off, and they are able to keep things moving. Back to Showalter. She has her pocket pick, though. It was knocked forward, though. Punched through. Good job by our referee, Randall Johnson, to spot that one. We'll have a scrum down to Vassar College.
And Vassar, they are in need of a prime attacking position. They're at the 22 on the left-hand side. They've got room to burn here, but we're just starting to see the fatigue start to set in early. Both teams have been running a lot. They're starting to go in a little bit high on the contact. And when you go in high on the contact as the ball carrier, you leave the ball exposed. So we're seeing these balls getting ripped out, balls hitting the deck a lot. It's important to try and protect that little egg and keep it in your hands at all times. And they're going to need to win the scrum and really get some go forward.
So Walter sets the platform. Is looking for the return pass back to the scrummy, but they're unable to do so. Good work from the flankers coming up and making the big tackles there for the blue gold. Off the left-hand side, McKinney. She's got 3 tries on the year. This Vassar College squad has spread the try scoring around. They are led by Baker and Bailey. 7 and 9 out there, so keep an eye on those two. But it's taken away. The blue gold continue to apply the pressure. And Darian, that's probably the 3rd time inside their own 22 they've been able to come away with a poach.
They've got to go ahead and they've got to protect the ball a lot better here, especially down in this end. And you've got the momentum going. It looks like they're getting a little bit disconnected on the pick and goes. And to be honest, it's not getting them the most success there. They've got some space to burn it out to the right-hand side, but right now they're really just trying to do what we saw yesterday against the Coast Guard. And it might have worked then, but against Eau Claire, that's very strong in the contact, it might not be the best decision.
We're going to come back to an original knock-on from Vassar College. No advantage gained out of it. You hear the pick and go a little bit stranded, and that's 2 or 3 times now that we've seen Eau Claire take advantage. Eau Claire, the blue gold, not out of the woods yet. Scrum here from their own 5-meter line. And with the put in, they moved around quite a bit, and Vassar College with a big shove, but they're able to get it away. Blue gold here on the near side. Around the corner they go, into the hands of Curry. Over the 22-meter line. And look how quickly, doesn't matter if there's pressure there or not, the blue gold know how to secure possession, and they did so wonderfully there on the edge.
You still have a penalty advantage for 1-4 pink high.
Referee Randall, we still have penalty advantage on. No advantage gained yet, but we're going to use it right there, I believe.
1-4 pink high. Ball down for a second. Ball down for a second.
Penalty here for the blue gold.
We can go ahead and just talk about how much it means to Eau Claire here. Just annihilating bodies and keeping the leg drive going. They're waiting for the support so that they don't get disconnected. It allows them to protect the ball well. Referee just getting caught in the way a little bit, getting caught in the action. So he's got to bring it back for that original high tackle here.
On my whistle.
Big warning there from Randall Johnson. And out of the Florida Referee Society. Special thanks to everyone that has made the trip on the referee side. 3 teams out there, Vassar, Eau Claire, and then this referee squad. Good work throughout this tournament. Right now, the blue gold again fighting for those poaches. Showalter's going to give it a go right at the 22-meter line here for Vassar College. They'll continue this phase after phase. Julie Geller, the senior chemistry major. Again, the only real threat out of this back line is Jacoby, just on inside crashes. Don't see them get it outside too often. Right now, they're going to continue to push forward. But the blue gold are game for this. They've already stolen it away a couple times off of these pick and goes. 10 meters out now for the Brewers. Around, here comes Robinson. She gets into the action and is carrying defenders with her. Strong tackle from Banky. Saves the try, but they continue to push forward, and Sophia Bailey snipes this one, finds the gap, and strikes for the second try of the match for Vassar College.
Bailey might have ended up with the try, but it was the forwards. They're asking so much of their forwards to continue to try and repeat continuously ball retention when it comes to those pick and goes. But whenever they do get it out, if Robinson can go ahead and ignite the match, that's exactly what they need. She gets a good line break after kind of recognizing that Eau Claire's not paying the most attention. Bancroft almost pushes out, and that just leaves the tiniest little gap for Bailey to sliver on through. We see Bancroft kind of make an indecision there, leaves the space open, and that's whenever Bailey takes advantage of it. The pick and goes seem to have gotten the momentum, but the backs, I mean, they're just kind of sitting out there waiting, so it's going to come down to who can compete most heavily whenever it comes to those moments where they just got to take it by the horns and attack.
Zoe Lynch banks this one home off of the post. See again there, Bailey. We had called it. They were going for pick and drives. Didn't see much coming from those backs, but you gotta hand it there to Jude Robinson, the sophomore out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Was able to make that or bring that spark that Vassar so desperately needed. They're able to creep back into the match now. Another deep kick from Eau Claire, trying to pin Vassar as far back as they possibly can. It's taken clean, a couple of big tackles. Emma Hamilton, strong work rate on the defensive end. To the near side. Bailey takes it in again, earns her team the penalty. Is Walrath unable to roll away quick enough? Penalty again, back to Vassar College.
It's always a gamble whenever you decide to go ahead and take on the ruck. They are finding the vulnerability that we've been talking about with these pick and goes, that slight little disconnect, but the missing part of that is that the tackler who originally made the contact has to roll out of there quickly. We see here the number 13 coming across trying to make that, but she's in the way, impeding the ball from getting ready to go out. She's trying to roll out of there, but it just ends up getting really messy. And from the point of view of referee Hale, he recognizes that she's not rolling away quick enough to his liking, so it goes in favor of Vassar.
Yeah, kind of went to roll away and almost took the legs out of one of the Vassar players in that ruck. So off of the line out, Vassar's able to keep things moving, but this ruck completely falls apart. Vassar brought it in, had possession, so they will retain it here and have a scrum coming with 8 minutes left to play here in the first half of this D2 National Championship final.
And with the pick and goes coming in from both sides, both teams are really kind of coming to the table to try and get a bite out of the counter rucks that are happening. We just saw Eau Claire do something that's a little bit uncharacteristic for them, where they committed about 5 people to that ruck. Now, if it works and it pays off, then that's great, but if it just ends up in the same turnover and gets ball back into the hands of Vassar, it'll kind of all be in vain. So they just have to recognize what their game plan is and really try and play to their strengths.
Vassar College again showing their dominance in the scrums. Down by 3 with 7 minutes left to play. In the first half, Vassar College again, first time they are here in the NCR Championship out of CRAA last year. They made the switch with the Coast Guard and a few other schools out of their conference, and it has been a great season so far for Vassar College. Again, they had 2 losses earlier in the year to Columbia, but they have really started to get things rolling here in the NCR National Championship Tournament. Big win over number 3 Coast Guard yesterday, has the number 7 seed Vassar College looking to strike again. 6 minutes left in the first half. Just outside the 22-meter line. They're going to continue to keep things close. Penalty advantage was on, none gained, and so we'll come back here for the penalty for Vassar College.
Yes. She's good.
Every single time, it's going to be Sophia Bailey looking for those quick taps, trying to find the gap in the defense. They've taken a bit of a knee there. She's able to come out, not rolling away again the call. And Darian, we've seen this quite a few times here from Eau Claire. No warning given, and they're going to pick and go quickly. Asia Baker again, 8 meters out. Around the left-hand side, Andy Authors keeps things moving as the Brewers
Don't touch it.
looking to make something happen. Weak again. There's the take, but Eau Claire ready to deliver the blow. Good tackle that time from Banky. Over the line, and they're in for the try. Vassar College get it in through Asia Baker. Big time try for Vassar College as they take the lead.
Vassar doing what they do best at being very slow and very clinical, but it was because of Eau Claire and they're not rolling away penalties. Like you were trying to mention just a bit ago, they gave almost about 40 meters worth of penalties just in that alone. Now, if they keep giving Vassar the time and the space, they're going to continue to make their way farther and farther down towards the try zone. And both teams are going back and forth whenever it comes to it. But we see here, the way that they're doing these soak tackles, they're ending up on the wrong side of the ball is Eau Claire. And that just allows more time and more space for Vassar to make their way down. And they just dive at ankles there as they get closer to the line. They're only about a meter out, so that's achievable for them. But Eau Claire is really going to have to try and figure out the best way to end up in front of the contact rather than behind it if they want to go ahead and, 1, not get another warning from Hale, and 2, if they want to maintain possession.
Beautiful try that time. Again, there for the team's leading try scorer, Sophia Bailey. It's flanker on flanker action there at the goal line. Baker, number 7, taking on Bancroft. And Baker was just able to get underneath that tackle enough. And Baker's got things cooking now for Vassar College. They've got a 2-point lead here in the D2 National Championship Final. Again, thank you so much for joining us here live on the Rugby Network. Tim Wilkes and Darian Lovelace here in the booth, taking you through this matchup, and it's been a good one so far. 3 straight tries after the first one for Vassar College. Wisconsin-Eau Claire looked dominant, looked to be in charge there with a 12-point lead, but 2 tries in a row for Vassar College have them sitting on top 17-19. Run here from Martell. Strong tackle from her opposing number 1, Wolf. Now they'll look to find some space on the right-hand side. You see this blitz line all the way around. They're trying to get to the outside as quick as they can. We'll have to cut back in, though. Here comes Rid. Just holding things up. Now they'll try again over to the right-hand side. You called it earlier there, Darian. Vassar College has done a much better job. They're on the fringes. They know that's what Eau Claire likes to do, and they've made some good changes.
And they're really doing a good job of trying to recognize when they should go in for the ruck and when they shouldn't. And as I say that, they're going to go ahead and get a well-deserved poach.
Asia Baker again getting it done on the defensive end as well. She just scored a try, but she shows how tenacious she can be there in the rucks. 4 jerseys for Vassar College, push over again and again here in the rucks. Thinking about maybe going to the right-hand side. Robinson comes up from a fullback spot, knocks it on. 2 minutes left to play here in the first half of the national championship. Eau Claire with 1 more opportunity to strike here before halftime.
Robinson just hit on with a little bit too much pace there, but she's always hitting the line so strongly. Right there, it's just important to make sure that you're keeping your eyes on the ball. She takes it off of it for just a second, and that leads to the knock-on. And Eau Claire will get the final play, but we'll see if they get the final say of this first half.
Vassar College dominant. They're able to get themselves a penalty though as Eau Claire. That one started to roll. It did not move back. It just started to turn, so it's an easy call for our referee. Got to make sure you're driving straight in there, and they did not do so. Penalty here for Eau Claire, and they'll just look for touch.
Right there.
Randall Johnson, our referee, marks the spot for us.
How many?
Pete Chamberlain out there patrolling the sideline.
Hey, a little bit wider. You're good?
And the last minute of action here in the first half. Wisconsin Eau Claire defending D2 national champions. Straight enough, says the referee, and we'll keep things moving. Nice line over to the right-hand side, but here comes the blue gold through Emma Hamilton. Hamilton, great job to be able to get things moving. And now they look to set up. 15 seconds left. This will more than likely be the final play here. Knock on will send us to the break. Nice work to get around the corner. Here goes Ludi. She's able to release it and keep things moving.
6 up over high.
Bancroft, well done with the ruck there, was able to fend off Baker and keep things alive for the blue gold. Martell over the stripe.
Still have the high tackle for 6.
Have a penalty advantage being played, high tackle. I believe that was McKinney with the infringement there. And Grimm will keep things moving. They're gonna try and get to the right-hand side again. But this Vassar College defense coming up a little bit stronger here in the last 15 minutes or so. We'll come back to the penalty. Good work for the blue gold.
Eau Claire is really gonna have to decide if they want to just go ahead and call it early, really make sure that they're regrouping and adapting after they go into half, or if they want to go ahead and get one final play in to try and get themselves back on top. This is a very important decision. You can kind of see people looking at the sideline. Looks like we might have gotten a yellow card after multiple infringements, though, for a high tackle coming in from referee Johnson.
So they're right in the 40th minute. So for the first 10 minutes of the match, or excuse me, of the second half, they will be a one player down again. And now that you're able to go with the player advantage, maybe they do something, but they decide to just tap it, then kick it out into touch. And we had a great first half there. Let's send it down pitch side to Tyler Doige. Tyler, what you got for us?
Here in the Vassar College sideline, coach, usual suspects, Asia Baker, Sophia Bailey, you guys are strong. You've put up a lot of points against a team that obviously hasn't been able to do this. What are you going to do for defense to stop them from scoring any more points?
I think I said this last year at the CRAA finals that we need to keep possession of the ball. That's the best way to prevent them from, then you're not having to play defense, you're on attack. But yeah, I mean, we've just got to tackle better. We've got to find some energy. It's very difficult, playing 2 days in a row, but it's the same for both teams. So.
Well, the energy is amazing. Your fans here love it here in Houston. The fans at home love it as well, Coach. Appreciate it. Go talk to your team. There you go. Appreciate it. Back up to you guys.
Great first half in the books. We'll step aside and we'll come back for the conclusion of this D2 National Championship. It's a 2-point match. We'll come right back here on the Rugby Network.
And they come forward through Russell, and Ollie Lawrence finishes the job.
Russell struggled with last week against Bath.
Burgess, she's done it before, she's doing it again.
Dupria and the captain will run it in for Sale.
use Thorn products pre and post workout to maximize my recovery, muscle growth, and make sure that I can be my best self on the field.
Thorn's a supplement company that I can trust. They're NSF certified for sport, so I know that I can take this and know what's in their product.
I use their protein, get my muscles nice and big.
The products I use with Thorn have minimal ingredients. They're high quality, they're clean, they're batch tested, taste amazing, and it made everything in my recovery and my performance better.
If you're not recovering off the pitch, you're not your best self on the pitch. Thorn gets me there.
In our game, we play with our hearts. We don't play with sticks, bats, or gloves. We don't wear shoulder pads or helmets. We keep playing when it hurts. And we leave everything on the field. What we wear must be built for our game.
We got the hits. We got the kicks.
Oh God, that looks way too good.
The passes. The athletes. And the fans. We got the pride. And the passion. All we need is you.
Welcome back to Houston, Texas, the home of SaberCat Stadium and the site of the D2 National Championship Final. Vassar College on top by 2 over Eau Claire, and we'll send it right down pitch side to Tyler Doige.
To score points, and you obviously know how to defend against points. 19, has not happened in a lot of games for you guys, obviously. What did you tell your team in order to have that offense? Because when you guys do find the space, you get it. So what did you tell your team in the huddle there?
We're really just talking about making sure that they are together, that they're supporting each other. Maintaining that possession is really, really key to this offense. So we're just making sure that they are working together to make this happen.
Awesome. And obviously, we've seen it, both the forwards and the backs. They're like locomotives working together. They run and they run hard. Do you think they're going to keep the pace here?
Absolutely. I think if anyone can do it, they can. So.
Well, and if they can't, the fans and the energy in the stadium will help. Coach, thanks. Have a good second half. Back up to you guys.
Thank you so much, Tyler. Back in the action here at the Blue Gold, looking to take that lead there from their coach as they come around the corner here. Good speed, little push in the back, and a big defensive tackle. What a pop there from Dermashkin.
Eau Claire definitely trying to show that they're trying to stick to the edge, but Vassar doing a little bit of adaptation on their own there. She almost hops right into the contact and just gets tackled right into bounds.
Again, yellow card on the board, so Vassar College playing with 14.
She's up in the air with it. Choice.
Not straight. Choice here, and it's going to be a scrum down for Wisconsin-Eau Claire.
And this is good for Eau Claire here. We see here the ball. She jumps a little bit too early. The double jump is what causes the penalty. And because of that, good eye by Johnson. They get the option, and Eau Claire elects for the scrum. They're about 30 meters outside of the try zone, so they're going to have to cook something up, especially with this being a power play and being down a player with Vassar.
Eau Claire, again, about 10 minutes with that yellow card off the pitch, and now they're able to swing it all the way around the outside, but it's off the mitts there of Izzy Curry. An opportunity by the wayside there. Wisconsin Eau Claire still down by 2.
Chamberlain just trying to connect there with Curry. Remember, we did have the switch happen yesterday. Curry was in the outside centers. Rid tries to get it to her quickly, but just those little moments where you take your eye off of the ball, you don't get your hands right, that results in a turnover in possession. Vassar doesn't need any favors given to it. They're doing everything right. They've done everything right in the first half as well. So now they're going to really have to regroup. Eau Claire, the defending champion, is just going to have to get back to the basics here quickly.
Better shove that time from Eau Claire, but they're able to still get it out of there are the Brewers. Around the side goes Bailey.
One straight in from the side. You did not come through over the top of her.
And Vassar, that time we've seen them so technical with the rucks, this time in from the side. And it's Eau Claire with a big-time attacking opportunity.
We just see here Bailey, she gets tossed to ground and then blatantly just not coming in through the gate, no attempt. So Johnson has no choice but to bowl it up. Eau Claire get the penalty and they're already off to the races.
Tough decision there. That one may be already out, but Eau Claire will take it. As they've, again, have the one player advantage, but are unable 2 times in a row, kind of some errors that we aren't used to seeing here from Eau Claire. So a turnover ball, and it will be Vassar College put into the scrum.
Sometimes whenever you get super in your head about the fact that Vassar's a player down, they're also up at the half, you really want to try and put as much pressure as you can onto Vassar, but sometimes that ends up putting a lot of pressure on yourselves. Eau Claire just seem to really just be digging their own grave here, not being able to get the passes where they need to go. They know how to pin and pass, they know how to do it, they just have to have the confidence to get there.
This time off to the right-hand side they go. Bailey again with the second crack at it. Is able to stay inside that touch line, and Vassar College are able to work through this. 4 minutes gone by here in the second half. Vassar College, 3-time national champions. This is their first year, though, making the move to NCR. And they are looking to make their presence felt. The Wisconsin Eau Claire, defending national champions, are right there down by 2. Scrum back to Eau Claire again.
And even though you know how to be in these situations, Eau Claire is the defending national championship. They won it back in 2022. Sometimes that confidence can sometimes get in your head more than anything. And right here, Vassar, they just look pretty sound, aside from that little knock-on that happened at the back of the ruck. They've just got to go ahead and they've got to both maintain composure.
Good shove from Vassar. The Grim's able to get this one moving for the Blue Gold. Charging defense comes up, makes that pass a little bit more difficult, and Karras is able to scoop this one up. Rid keeps things moving now for the Blue Gold. Eventually knocked forward, says our referee, Randall Johnson. So a big opportunity, 5 minutes here into the second half. Even though Vassar College is down a player, they now have an attacking opportunity.
And even looking at the frame right now, it doesn't look like much communication is happening there with Eau Claire. As you start to get more in your head, the less the communication kind of comes out. And that's whenever it's most important to be the most annoying. Over-communicate, state where you are, state who's with you, because that in turn kind of just builds the momentum. Right now, Eau Claire's just kind of doing these one-off runners. They're not stringing together the phases like we usually see, and it's just leading to all of these turnovers going back in favor of Vassar.
Here goes Bailey. We always see incredible movement there off the back. Number 8, Showalter with the little pop pass keeps things going now for Vassar College. Double tackle comes in from the Blue Gold. Now they'll swing it out to the right-hand side. Nice little dummy. They'll cut back into it, but Lynch is not able to make many meters with it. Bailey, she'll try to take it into the trees, gets chopped down. Another pick and go. Here's Geller. 16 meters out. Can Vassar College extend their lead? They've got a one-player disadvantage here, but the Blue Gold are able to take it away. Beautiful poach here for Wisconsin Eau Claire. They get possession inside their own 22. It's the exit strategy here. They try to go through the hands, beautifully so, but the final pass is a little bit off the mark. Goes to deck, and Vassar College will continue to apply the pressure with another attacking scrum.
I mean, after 4 knock-ons in a row going in favor of Eau Claire, you really have to have somebody step up and shout, "It's about time we catch." Right here, all of these passes, it makes all of this hard work for naught. They're doing the smart things on defense, which is exactly what you need, but then they end up fumbling the bag right here as they knock it on. When you're down in this end, you really don't have a lot of room to risk a lot. You have to go ahead and make sure that you're setting the platform and exiting out of this end. They literally just gave it right back to Vassar, and we're about ready. We're about 3 minutes out from having them be back at full strength.
Bailey's gonna give it a go on the right-hand side. She's got the speed, and she's in for the try. She saw daylight, and she had enough in the tank to take it through, and Vassar College, one woman disadvantage, doesn't matter. They score again now, 24-17.
More points for Vassar, and Bailey is more than deserving of a try. She's been in every single breakdown. She's worked tirelessly, and she's always the one there ready to take it for the quick tap. She's so ball hungry, but here it's the speed. She beats Bancroft, and then she beats Curry just by letting the ball do the work. She almost looks like she's going to give it to the number 14, but then she takes it herself, and that just catches Curry and Bancroft a little bit flat-footed. You see both Bancroft and Curry just walk away. You can feel the frustration from up here. They really are starting to kind of fold in on themselves. They've got to unfold, really try and bloom open, because Vassar is opening and they're firing off on all cylinders.
Thea Bailey, the English major out of Arlington, Virginia, gets it down. She had 3 tries yesterday, 2 already on the day. So you see, she just sprints right out. She sees daylight. So often she's been cutting it up through the center, but she shows off the wheels and gets it down for Vassar College. '50th minute of action. Still anybody's game. A 1 converted try away still is Wisconsin Eau Claire after the missed conversion. Over the right-hand side, that yellow card's getting close. It was right before half, so if Vassar is not already full strength, they will be here in the next stoppage. As we see there, still off the pitch is McKinney. Vassar love to play this pick-and-go game, and they continue to push forward. Over the right-hand side now, Will finds a couple. Eau Claire have got to get low. They've got to treat this as a goal line stand, but Vassar College are just marching their way down the pitch. 15 meters in 3 phases, but eventually they get their hands on it. Karis Ridd snipes it out of there with the big-time poach and earns the penalty for Wisconsin Eau Claire.
And that's exactly what Eau Claire needed.
A quick tap and charge straight up the gut again. We take a second look there. Big rumbles through for Vassar, but all for naught as now Eau Claire charges forward over the 10-meter line. Karis Ridd already with 1 try in this match, had 3 yesterday as well. Now they'll try the left-hand side, straight up the pitch they go. Hamilton's had a couple of line breaks, just takes it into contact that time. Again over to the left. Strong run from Dexheimer, the social chair, for this Wisconsin Eau Claire side, and she is just grinding her way down the pitch. Back into the hands of the VP, Emily Martell. Wisconsin starting to slow this down, bringing them in, and now they'll look to strike. Now back inside again for Schmelzer. Really starting to suck in the defense here from Vassar. She comes around the side. Looks like that may have been in from the side. Referee will play on. Continuing to move this one through. Vassar College almost have it ripped away, but they're able to secure possession. They'll come out here to the left-hand side now. Authors, the junior psychology major, trickles her way over the gain line. They're able to keep moving. 12 minutes almost gone by here in the second half. Still a one-player advantage for Wisconsin-Eau Claire. McKinney should be coming in at the next stoppage, but it's Bailey continuing to exert her dominance there from that scrum half position. Looked like they got the hands on it, and they did so. Beautifully done there from Wisconsin-Eau Claire. That has been the name of the game, looking for that opportunity to poach. They do so nicely. Now they're looking to try and come around the left-hand side. Good job holding things up there through Curry, and now they're finding some space through Ludi. Ludi around the midfield stripe she goes. Steps aside, Robinson continuing to trust her pace here. Right at the 22-meter line, finally brought down about 25 meters out. Strong take, Bailey rips it out of there. Vassar College unrelenting pressure, but it's the same there from the blue gold as well. Big take back there for Schmelzer. Boy, Darian, back and forth we go. 12 minutes gone by here in the second half of action. Nice little offload to keep things moving through Chamberlain. Club president sets things up now for the blue gold. They'll try an inside pod here with Martell. Beautiful little handoff there to Moore. Nice offload. I haven't done it too often here today, but that was a very smart offload there with that pack of three. And now a rumble through for Walrath. And Walrath is just about 5 meters out. Off their feet there. Penalty advantage being played against Vassar. And it's the blue gold. In for the try. Referee awards it, and that is exactly what they needed. Wisconsin-Eau Claire now down by 2, 24-22, pending the conversion.
And you can see what it means to them. It means everything. They now are almost back tied up with Vassar College after it seemed like it was all Vassar for that second half. Eau Claire finally able to string together some phases. It was all started with that massive break by Ludi. And then they're just playing a lot more dynamic here. The number 2 really decides to stick it to him, Walrath. She meets Robinson, who's impeccable with the timing of her tackle. We see here an advantage goes up, but then they just attack the line, and then Curry just bullies her way over there, uses the shoulder, drops the head, and they need this try. It means everything to them. You see Curry, she's just so ball hungry. She's ready for the ball at any given time. She wants to make her way over the line, and you see the celebration coming in from Rid. They had the opportunity to convert it. Curry's going to try and convert her own try.
For the tie. Just off the mark to the left-hand side, but Curry gets the blue gold right back into it. Curry with the high tackle there. Advantage was being played, but she fought through that high tackle and scored anyway.
The best part about this is that she uses the footwork, she steps back inside, she takes about 2 defenders with her, and she knows it off of the advantage. They really have nothing to lose. Even if she were to knock the ball on or commit any mistake, they're still going to get back possession. It's a high-risk thing. Vassar trying to get a little risky by kicking it close to the 10, but Eau Claire got it, and they're already back on the attack.
Schnur did a good job not knocking that one on. It was a tough kick, dribbling her way. Vassar College look like they're able to get their hands on it, and they're shoving forward and taking it away. Big time counter rock for the Brewers. And now they look to push forward. Good tackle that time from Grimm for Eau Claire. And another big pop. That's May Ben with the nice tackle from the sub. Through they go again. You see Eau Claire always looking for that counter. And a big pop from Martell.
She's fine through the middle. No, it's not there. It's not there.
Penalty there. We'll come back to the spot. You saw how quickly Bailey wanted to go, but we'll slow things down here through Randall Johnson, a referee. Quick tap and charge right into the teeth of the defense, right through Asia Baker. Co-leader on this squad with 18 tries on the year. Right there with Bailey, who's got 2 today. Able to secure possession, and there's the pick and go from the winger, Damashkin, the freshman. She's got 3 tries on the year. Still ways to go for Vassar College, but they're working hard inside the Eau Claire 22. Penalty given again. Second time we've seen that here in the last few minutes, and here comes Bailey. Bailey Around one, pop 2 meters out and sent to deck. There's the pick and go. Can Vassar College pad their lead a little bit here? No, it's taken away. Eau Claire with another big rip. I think that was a great one there, but they have it, the favor returned there, and it's Vassar College now 10 meters out. We've seen that a couple of times. The ball going back and forth, and again it's Eau Claire. Emily Martell, the senior of Beaver Dam, Wisconsin, gets the ball back for the Blue Gold. Here in this national championship match, a kick up over the top, and we get to take a breather here, Darian. What an incredible pace these two teams are playing at.
It's about time that somebody just decided that it was time for these two teams to chill out. Everything about that whole last minute was extremely chaotic, messy. We saw Eau Claire, Vassar have possession, back to Eau Claire, then through Vassar. The one thing, though, that is becoming a problem, though, is the lack of protection of the ball. They're leaving it vulnerable as fatigue sets in. They played yesterday, and then they had to play again today. So now that ball is really going to come down to who can kind of keep hands on it throughout the rest of this match. We still have 23 minutes left to go, so that's a lot of time. It's only about a 2-point difference.
17, Olive Sarubis comes into the match for Wisconsin Eau Claire. The subs are going to be so critical in this one. This one's knocked forward off of the line out, as Baker could not hang on to the low throw. Eau Claire always looking to play out of their own end, looking for those edges. They're able to find Ridd on the wing. Karis Ridd, the 2022 tournament MVP here in Houston, looking to will her team to victory again here today. They're down by 2. We're creeping up on midway through the second half as the tension continues to rise. Eau Claire, another hard charging run. There's the new sub, Sarubis. For space now on the near side. They'll skip 2. Through the hands they go. Good job by the defense coming up and making that tackle. Dermashkin has had a couple of really strong ones from her wing position throughout the match. Now they'll look weak. Some space here for Martell. Over the gain line, that is Emily Brunette. Newly onto the pitch as well. Strong run from Ben. This one off the mark. Backwards says the referee, but Vassar College are right there to scoop it up. Sophia Bailey keeps things going now for the Brewers. Good job to retain possession through the ruck, and they're marching forward. Up by 2. 21 minutes left to play in this D2 National Championship Final. Had a great one so far. Tim Wilkes taking you through all the action with Darian Lovelace up here with me in the booth. Live from Saber Cat Stadium in Houston, Texas. Another steal here for the Blue Gold. So many takeaways inside their own 22. Fighting for dear life to repeat as national champions. Nice little jab step inside, opens things up to the outside. Gotta get this out of there. Not rolling away is gonna be the call. And so a little bit of breathing room maybe now for Eau Claire.
1-1, rolling the wrong way.
They need the breathing room because I feel like in that last 2 minutes, everything is so back and forth. It's almost like you're holding your breath, waiting to see what's about ready to happen. Both teams are just fighting so hard for every inch. And they might be fighting a little bit too hard whenever it comes to that breakdown. Referee Johnson is starting to lose a little bit of patience there with the not rolling away.
That was too quick. I need you to take care of it again. Go ahead.
A bit of a warning there. That's 2 penalties in a row, but Johnson has done a really good job of keeping things moving throughout the match. Had a yellow card at the end of the half, but Vassar College is back to full strength. Again, around the side, a couple of times now we've seen Asia Baker come in, and this time she gets dinged for the call.
Straight. Yep.
Quick tapping out of it yet again. Here come the Blue Gold. And they had this one penned inside about 10 meters from their own goal line when this group of phases started. Now they're able to get it all the way to the outside, and this is where they're dangerous. In the hands of Curry, over to Ridd, and Ridd gets almost driven out. She's able to keep things in. Good job there from the blue gold to secure possession. Here, 19 minutes left to play in the second half of this national championship. Referee Vander Johnson's going to have a quick chat with his AR Pete Chamberlain over there, and we take a second look.
Level of degree of force to the neck and higher. Number 14. 14. I'm thinking yellow card.
Yes, we do have ducking into the tackle.
Ducking into tackle, mitigating?
Yep.
Thank you. Excellent.
So a yellow card is going to be given here from our referee. Really could have chosen either one of those players, both of them kind of going high. Bailey definitely making contact, but it looks like they're going to give this one to Danny White.
Ball carrier dropped. It is going to be a yellow card. I need to fix that.
And that's just unfortunate there for Vassar College. They're only down about 2 points, which means that they need everybody on the field ready to rock and roll. Losing somebody, especially the winger, seeing as how Eau Claire, they love to go wide, they love to test it around, they're finding space over there. So the number 14 having to take a seat, that'll be White. So now Eau Claire will have a massive attacking opportunity.
To Vassar College's credit, this happened again in the second half, and Vassar was able to hold strong, even scored with the player disadvantage. But now, 19 minutes left to go in this match. A pick and go here. Cerubus, they're off the quick tap, gets things moving for the blue gold. Inside pod. Into contact goes Brunette. Now Grimm will whip it out of there. A little bit slippery there on the ball. The pass goes awry, but Bancroft is able to scoop this one up and break over the gain line anyway. Good job with that ruck, holding firm against the red jerseys of Vassar College. Well done there on the tackle. Sophia Bailey fell to deck, but she was still able to disrupt things. Grimm has this one knocked forward. She lost it there in the pass. So Vassar College will take the ball in this 2-point lead into the final 18 minutes.
And 18 minutes is a massively long time. If you're on the attacking side and you're the team that's down, you've got a lot of time to work with. But if you're Vassar College, you want the time to go quick. You want to disrupt it, just like they kind of did here. They commit about 4 or 5 people to that ruck, which is a big risk. But whenever Grimm knocks it on, it pays off.
Yeah, they were able to give just enough of a shove to kind of send Grimm backwards a little bit and got a little discombobulated in there. Turnover here back to the Brewers. Vassar College, brand new to NCR, looking to make their presence felt. They're up by 2. This one's knocked away, possibly knocked on out of there, but we're going to play on. AR was right on it, no call. Into contact they go, just in time to secure possession. Vassar College will not stop fighting. 1 player down, but there's space now left on the outside. Here comes Izzy Curry. Steps around 1, 2, into contact with Robinson. Beautiful tackle there for the fullback from Vassar College. But Eau Claire inside the 22-meter line. They'll rumble through Dexheimer. They'll keep moving now. Into Cerubus. Eau Claire, look like they're going to try this one on the weak side. Grimm out there to Curry. Curry with the pass. They're able to scoop it up. Rid so close with it. Contact's made. Must release that ball. And Eau Claire is able to keep possession now. And the VP Martell. She's able to lean forward, shove her way 7 meters out. Knocked on by Vassar College, an attacking scrum for the blue gold, down by 2 with under 16 minutes left to play.
It's a scrum.
You couldn't have asked for anything better from Eau Claire there. They did work that weak side after we saw a yellow card come in for number 14, Danny White of Vassar. And because of that large line break, they've got the momentum working in their favor. Right here, Robinson, she makes the smart decision of going in. There is a little bit of isolation there, but then unfortunately she loses it whenever she goes in for contact. And then that gives Eau Claire now the scrum advantage.
So that you can hear my calls and come together.
Blow this one up again. Safety paramount down there in the scrum, so we'll reset. You called it. They were so close to getting their hands on it, did so, but just knocked it forward. She had rights to the ball, but it just slipped out of her hands. And Eau Claire now with an attacking opportunity. 15 minutes left to play. 6 meters out. The blue gold in possession. They'll scoop it out of there from Grimm. Try the weak side from Ludi. Ludi, stiff arms one, still has possession. The blue gold, 3 meters out. They'll pick and drive, but they get repelled with a big tackle there from Robinson. They'll try the weak side. Red jerseys still holding firm. They're over the line and in for the try. The blue gold have taken the lead, 27-24 in the D2 National Championship.
And that's done by none other than Curry. Always able to cook something up. She's so radioactive. She absolutely pops off when she's got the ball in hand, and she's so smart when it comes to that try line. We heard the advantage come up from Johnson about losing the feet in the breakdown for Vassar College. They're already a man down, so they're going to have to maintain that discipline we see here, but you can see the egg just pop out right on that line. Johnson's got a perfect angle of it. Curry's got both hands on it. And that'll go ahead and bring all of the hype and all of the energy to Eau Claire. We've got about 15 minutes left to go, but they finally find themselves on top for the first time in the second half. And Curry's just going to take her sweet time, enjoy the score, and then she's got a conversion yet to come.
Saw her miss the last conversion from about this same spot. Either way, it is still a lead here for the defending national champions on the D2 side. Wisconsin Eau Claire hasn't been as easy as it was last year. Last year they rolled through 51-0 in their last 3 matches. It's been a lot tougher this year, just squeaking by in some of these victories. Average scored in their last 3, 27-14. But here in the national championship is where they can flex their muscles. Come away possibly with another natty, this one off the mark. So it's a 3-point lead with 13 minutes left to play for Wisconsin Eau Claire.
And this is still only about a 3-point difference. At Vassar College, they do still have a yellow card. Referees are in agreement that there's only about 12 minutes left, which again is a lot of time for things to change for either team. It's any team's game. What it really is going to boil down to is who can score within the next 12 minutes. If one team can, it'll really go ahead and shift the momentum in favor of whoever. You can see the energy that is coming from the sideline with Eau Claire. They know what it means to finally be on top as you enter into the final minutes of this Division II championship for National Collegiate Rugby. Both teams are going to be giving it everything that they have, but they've got to play smart. As you start to kind of get more tired and find yourself in these national championships, it's important to just remain intelligent.
You played a fantastic game.
Vassar College will set up here. And oh no, Sophia Bailey has been such a rock star throughout this match and had 3 tries yesterday as well. Not what you want to see. Still about 4 or 5 minutes left on this yellow card for Vassar College. We've seen 3 lead changes already in this national championship final. How many more left in the books? Vassar College missing their starting scrum half, a player off the pitch, but they still continue to fight. Big pop coming in there from Dermashkin, the freshman. Eau Claire from their own end skips this one through. Around the side they come. Scattaboo moves it around. Eventually driven out into touch. You see the fans loving it. The tension continues to rise here at SaberCat Stadium. Line out to Vassar College.
And you can just see White marinating on the fact that she is down and out with the yellow card. The Vassar College side is going to have to play a lot of defense against Eau Claire, and they're also going to have to string together a lot of attack. They've got to end up back on top, and time is slowly ticking away.
3 minutes left on the card, says Randall Johnson, our referee. Nice take out of there. Second time we've seen them go with the short ball to Asia Baker. This time it works nicely. Again with Bailey off the pitch. New scrum half on. We'll see if anything changes here for Vassar College. They continue with the pick and goes. The winger, Dermashkin, gets involved. Some great stuff from the freshmen out there this afternoon. Vassar College down by 3. One player down. How much do they have left in the tank? Second 80-minute match in 2 days. Not rolling away the call. And the pick and goes working here. There's the quick tap. Baker into contact. Karis Ridd delivers the blow just outside the 22-meter line. Jim Wilkes and Darian Lovelace taking you through the final 11 minutes of this D2 National Championship final. Defending national champions, taking on new entry here into NCR, Vassar College. They have national championship prowess as well. They've won 3 in the last 4 years back in the CRAA, but it's all gonna come down to this. About 10 minutes left on the clock. Vassar College have marched their way 30 meters down the pitch, and they are now 10 meters away from another try to give themselves the lead. Big bump, strong tackle there. Blue Gold Schnurr with the big take. Another big tackle from Ludi. The Vassar are ready to keep things going. Always have more ammunition ready to go. The Blue Gold almost are able to come away with the poach, but not rolling away is going to be the call. A penalty here, 10 meters out. Referee's going to have a quick chat.
Izzy, we're back on warning. Too many penalties. Quick succession right down here. I need you to get them back on their pillar and post, back to an offside position. Understood? Okay. Team warning.
And here Curry, just the tiredness catching her breath. Got to give the instructions to her team to hold strong. We've seen them come away with poaches throughout inside their own 5-meter line. Do they have one more left in the tank? Here to the near side, through Lynch, over to Robinson. She's got the speed to come around the corner, and she's in for the try. Vassar College take the lead, 29-27, the 4th lead change of the match.
The backs, it was about time that they got the ball. Watching this game from a forward's perspective, it is tiring stuff what they are asking of these forwards. Just in the course of the last 2 minutes, they had to run about 16 pick and goes, but it all pays off whenever your fullback steps up and does something like this. You can see what it means to everybody for Vassar College, as now they just find themselves right back on top after Eau Claire took the lead. This means everything for them. It gets them into the point where they'd like to be. Conversion goes up. Looks like it's going to veer a little bit to the right, but they have a little bit of time left on the game clock, but both teams are really going to have to bring everything that they have.
What can you say about Robinson? So much speed. We talked about the pick and goes all day long. Robinson has only come into that back line, I think 2 or 3 times today, but she has provided that go ball every single time she gets her hands on it. You see the little smile there, but there is still work to be done. An incredible effort there, though, as they were still down a player, but they're able to push their way forward anyway and score the try. Vassar College up by 2. Just about to full strength here. Have not seen White come back on yet, but it won't be long now. Vassar College will continue the pick and goes. They've got the 2-point lead, but Eau Claire continue to reach, trying to get that poach. Every single time you see them going after it, those red jerseys have got to make sure they stay in support. And they're able to take it away. The Blue Gold down by 2. 7 minutes left to play in this D2 National Championship. Here comes last year's tournament winner, Ridge. She's got to get rid of it, kind of on her knees there. Referee lets it go. Forward they come. Sarubas leans forward and gets a couple more. Now they'll come around the side. This is where they can be dangerous. They'll step in. Bancroft has to take it through. Good job by Vassar College with that blitz defense to come up and make the tackle behind the gain line. Grimm searches for the next opportunity. High tackle. And it's going to be a penalty here for the Blue Gold.
And this is not what you want to continue to do, is give Eau Claire any more meters.
Sarubas says hop on board. This bus is going forward. Gets a few more meters for him, and they earn themselves another penalty, not rolling away the call. Baker tried to get out of there, but not quick enough, says our referee. As you see the coaches there on the Eau Claire sideline. Rachel Lang, newly appointed co-head coach, has brought this club on the brink of their second national championship in 2 years. Plenty of work still to be done, though. 6 minutes left to play. Held up, able to take it back to deck before the maul is called. Supply another attacking opportunity. They'll spin it out to the near side of the pitch through Bancroft. Rid, final pass to the outside. Good work coming around the corner from Buckle. Back inside they go. Schnurr with a beautiful 8-yard run. And strong work in the ruck there. Greta Kunze. Kunze is able to retain possession. And now they'll continue to keep things moving. Ben, the sub, dragging players with her, the sophomore, keeps it moving for Eau Claire. Now they'll try the left-hand side. Not a lot happening out there. Brunette denied. Must release, must get out of there. They do so well that time. Now Eau Claire, 5 minutes left to play. Around the corner they go. Here comes Ludi, steps inside. Beautiful move. And Wisconsin Eau Claire, just like that, the 5th change of the match. Now 32-29.
The seas literally parted for Ludi there. We saw a massive disconnect happen within Vassar's defense after it was holding so strong. And then Ludi, she still had a massive job to do in beating Robinson, who's always back there on her prowess, looking for that cover tackle. But right here, Grimm moves it to Ludi. You see this massive gap open up right here in the middle. A defender gets caught flat-footed, and then Ludi just has to step back inside Robinson. She gets caught a little bit too far out and a little bit more flat-footed. That cut means everything. She might have just sliced through the dreams of Vassar College, ending up on top as the national champion. But again, you can see hugs all around because every single point counts. We're in the final 5 minutes of this D2 national championship. In Eau Claire, they have everything to prove, but Vassar College, again, proving that they belong in this bracket as well. So both teams competing heavily to gain the title.
Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin gives her team the lead in this national championship match. They're able to milk a few more minutes off the clock. As you see Curry retreating there, kick was no good. But we are just about with 3 minutes left to play. Wisconsin Eau Claire is going to have to come away with the kick here as we take a look at Ludi's try one more time. Doesn't look like this one will go 10, but it finally trickles forward. Never know how that rugby ball is going to bounce, but this time it's Eau Claire that are able to secure possession inside their own 10-meter line. Aaron pass comes astray. They're able to keep this one alive, though. Backwards says the referee. Good job by Emma Hamilton to keep possession. Here comes Ben. She's done well with quite a few carries since entering the match here about 15 minutes ago. Rim through the hands of the try scorer, Ludi. And there's the nice charging run that they needed. Lily Walrath, the sophomore, out of Superior, Wisconsin, keeps things moving for the Blue Gold. 2.5 minutes left to play. They need to secure possession. Curry has it ripped away. Big time take. Eleanor Jacoby takes it from her opposing number 12. But Eau Claire ready to secure the victory. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left to play. We're in the D2 National Championship. Vassar College back to full strength. Yellow card on the pitch here. Here comes Robinson. Again, shows how tough she is to bring down, but it's the blue gold with the rip. Under 2 minutes left to play, and Wisconsin Eau Claire have the 3-point lead and possession. They earn themselves the penalty here. They'll be able to take more time off the clock. Crazy stuff here, Darian.
Everybody on that side needs to go out there and high-five Bancroft. That turnover was a massive for Eau Claire.
Another rumble forward, Cerubis. She's entering the match. She has been incredible as well. Grimm takes her time a little bit. She'll try to find some space over on the right-hand side. We'll just charge this one forward. Secure possession nicely. Near side one more time. Final minute of action here in the D2 National Championship, and it's a knock-on. Vassar College have the scrum here with 1 minute left to play. How much do they have left in the tank?
Both teams, as we all know, right now they're in the last minute of this match, so they literally have to leave everything that they have on the field. No regrets, just give it everything that you have. You can see everybody on the sideline is just yelling and shouting. This game is so close. Eau Claire, they just need to maintain possession. Vassar, they've got to score, and they're going to try their best to do it as they enter into the final minute.
Walter comes around the side. What an incredible end to an amazing national championship tournament. We've already crowned 2 this weekend. Who will be able to get the D2 national championship? 10 minutes left. Eau Claire got their hands on it. They have the 3-point lead. We've already seen 5 lead changes. Referee lets them know time is off the clock. They're able to find touch. No, still more time, says our referee. So close to the end of the match.
Yeah, it's red.
Wow.
You have to be able to make these smart decisions when you're under pressure. Eau Claire, they did it to themselves at the beginning of this match. We saw them kind of settle into their rhythm here. They've been able to rack up the points, but when you're in those positions, don't put the pressure on yourself. You're already up, you're already winning, you're getting the turnovers. Just chill out, and right here, Vassar, they have an opportunity to attack if they can.
They're unable to come away with it. It's Eau Claire with the take at the back of the line out. They secure possession. Kick it into touch. And that will do it. The University of Wisconsin Eau Claire are your national champions in 2023. They double it up, back-to-back championships for the Blue Gold.
Shout out to Smarto there holding the cup. I'm sure that she's been everywhere behind the scenes for NCR, but Eau Claire, what a performance, what a close match. Not enough can be said about Vassar College and their efforts throughout the tournament, but Eau Claire definitely had the determination and the will to get through.
What an incredible match. We want to thank everybody that's helped us bring this tournament here to Sabre Cat Stadium. Next Level Rugby Productions. It's been an incredible match. What a D2 national championship we had. Mr. Tyler Deutsch down there with the national champions.
I'm here with the hat trick of the championship national final. Izzy Curry. Izzy, that was an insane rock'em sock'em rugby robots. Absolutely electric performance. I don't know what more we could have asked for. How does it feel?
It feels amazing. I mean, this is my senior year, and I wanted to get the championship one last time, and we did it, and I'm just so proud of us.
When I had talked to your captains at the beginning of the tournament, they said your mindset going into this game was there is no individual, there is no standout. It is one team as all, and that you guys just have fun, and it was obvious. You guys were having fun, but you were absolutely playing so hard. What do you account to that as far as this season entirely? Obviously, you're back-to-back champions.
I mean, our team struggles sometimes if we're down with mental, and we just got to remember that it's a mental game out there and physical, and if we're losing, if we're winning, like, we keep level-headed and we just keep going at it, and we just never give up.
Well said. Congratulations to Eau Claire for being National Division II champions. Guys, back to you.
Wow. We couldn't ask for more from SaberCat Stadium. 5 lead changes in this match. What an epic D2 national championship we had. Wisconsin-Eau Claire comes away with a 32-29 victory and an incredible performance for the ages. I'm Tim Wilkes. Thank you so much. From up here in the booth with Darian Lovelace, Next Level Rugby Productions, everybody with National Collegiate Rugby. We'll be back here next weekend at SaberCat Stadium. But thank you so much for joining us here on the Rugby Network. We'll step aside and have a great rest of your weekend.